Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
On Saturday, in their game versus MILLWALL, Ayew'S of Swansea City suffered an injury. As early as the 8th minute, he was substituted off. Today, I'm going to give you an update on his injury and when we should expect him back from Swansea coach Steve Cooper. Also, Black Stars management have now been paid their 5 months arrears, totaling $213,000. An update coming today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. We'll start off from the camp of Ayew'S, who on Saturday in their game versus MILLWALL, as early as the 8th minute, suffered an injury that had him off the game as early as that. Owing to that, Swansea City, in preparation for their game versus QPR, have given an update on when they expect to see the Ghanaian back in action. It doesn't seem like it will be any time soon. Now, Swansea are chasing an automatic qualification spot, which looks now like it will have to be a playoff spot into the English Premier League. They currently sit third with 76 points. And second place is taken up by Watford, who are also looking for automatic qualification, as that will be given to the top two. Norwich have already been promoted to the English Premier League over the weekend as they secured that with 90 points. So now one spot left for automatic qualification, and with 4 games to go, it is still anyone's game. Now remember, this is how it works in the championship. The first 2 are automatically promoted, and the next 4 that follow will play in a playoff game, which will include a semi-final and eventual final. So that is what it looks like Ayew'S and his teammates will be playing for in the coming days and weeks. But with this latest injury, it looks like he might not be part of those 4 games. Swansea City coach Steve Cooper says it's too early to know the full extent of Ayew'S hamstring injury, but acknowledged the Ghanaian is unlikely to feature in Swansea's clash with QPR tomorrow, Tuesday. Now, top scorer Ayew'S was forced off after just 8 minutes of the 2-2 draw against Wycombe after feeling a twinge in his hamstring. There are just 4 games remaining in the battle for automatic promotion. Next meeting being the visit of QPR in midweek before the Swans head to Reading next Sunday. With Ayew'S, it's too early to say, said the coach when asked about Ayew'S. He has walked off with a hamstring. I haven't seen him yet, but we expect it will take about 24 to 48 hours to settle down and for us to know the extent of the injury. We don't know yet. You can't walk off after 8 minutes and play a few days later unless something extraordinary happens. I don't want to speculate really. Until it settles down and we get it scanned, we won't know the full extent of the injury, and that is about right, because until the doctor gives them an update, and he would be speculating, and he doesn't want to do that, and understandably that is the statement he has given. Ayew'S could miss the game versus Swansea. It is highly likely that he'll miss the game versus QPR in midweek, that's tomorrow, but they are keeping an eye out for the other 3 games that will be left after that game. It is a race for automatic qualification. One spot has been taken by winners of the league. They might turn up eventual winners of the league, but they will finish minimum of 2nd if they lose the remainder of their games, and that is Norwich, who were relegated last season and have automatically come back into the English Premier League, and hopefully they can stay there. So that's the latest on Ayew'S. Updates will be forthcoming after the doctors have had scans and further investigations have been done into what caused him to walk off after just 8 minutes of their game with MILLWALL. That 2-2 draw, that is. Our next story has to do with the Ghana Black Stars and the Black Stars management team, who have been owed some arrears, which has eventually now been settled by the Ghana Football Association. Now, the Ghana Black Stars coach Akonnor And Appiah, along with Ibrahim Tanko, who formed the backroom staff of the Ghana Black Stars team that were appointed as early as 2020 January, were owed some arrears. And apparently, when Akonnor was appointed, he was not given a contract until later on eventually he was given one. Now, after he was given the contract, for the first few months he was not paid his money. At that time, coronavirus hit and he wasn't even able to play his very first game as Black Stars coach owing to that, and there were so many talks as to when he would play it. Eventually he did play it in 2020. That was a friendly game in Turkey. Eventually we played the AFCON qualifiers and lost to Sudan and had to now wait to the final few games to qualify, which we eventually did. And now the former Black Stars coaches have been paid the rest of their monies that have been owed them. Kwesi Appiah, Ibrahim Tanko have received their 5 months outstanding salaries, Joy Sports can report. Appiah received $108,000, while that of Tanko and other technical staff members is undisclosed. Now, Joy Sports, in reporting this, said they understand that the sports minister, Mustafa Yusuf, initiated the steps to settle the arrears about 2 weeks ago. Now, the ministry held discussions in settling the entire arrears of Appiah by resolve to pay 5 months of that of CK Akonnor. We understand that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, CK Akonnor suffered a salary cut of 40% for 2 of the 5 months paid, while the remaining 3 months were paid in full. Thus, he received a total of $105,000. CK is still owed 6 months after the ministry paid 5 out of his 11 months arrears. Sources say Tanko and other members of the technical team were paid in 2 tranches, 3 and 2 months respectively. A check for the remainder of the 2 matured recently and was duly cashed out. For that of CK and Appiah, the ministry paid cash into their bank accounts, we understand. Kwesi Appiah is yet to receive his money though. So steps taken by the new sports minister to settle arrears of former Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah and arrears owed current coach CK Akonnor. So it's still something that needs to be settled. The monies of the Black Stars coaches are something that really they dilly-dally around, and I just don't get why they delay paying. I just don't get why they don't pay at the end of the month. But hey, they pay them, and probably some allowances allow them to be able to be without their salaries for quite a while. And CK Akonnor has gotten 5 months out of the 11 months old, so 6 months more. And Kwesi Appiah has received $108,000 in monies owed him and his for his work with the Black Stars in his second stint. That of Tanko and other technical team members is still unknown. So that has been it. Happy about that. Are those arrears being paid to the coaches, and hope it hasn't happened. Hope it is all cleared in due time. Nice move by the new minister of sports. So that has been it for today. We've been looking at the settlement of arrears of former Black Stars coaches Kwesi Appiah and Ibrahim Tanko. Also, we've been looking at CK Akonnor getting some of his money, 5 months paid him. Also, we've been talking about Ayew'S injury. It is going to be looked at, and an update will be brought to us. So that has been it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week. Enjoy your day.